Hey, what's good, you guys? My name is Andy, and you're watching YouTube for Charity. Yeah, that's right. We're calling this channel YouTube for Charity, and any video you see here that is monetized and says YouTube for Charity means that 100% of the ad revenue goes back to local charities that support basic human needs. So today I'm going to talk to you about the one that got away. And this has to do with a story back from 9010 Brand, the apparel branding company that we had. And at one point, we were in the running to represent all the apparel for a group called Omaze. You've probably heard of Omaze already. You've probably heard of Omaze.com. And what they do is they have giving campaigns where if you participate in them, you could win something, you could meet a celebrity, hang out with an athlete, do something cool, go on set, get access to things that normal people don't get access to. And so the entire Omaze infrastructure was built around the concept of, well, what if we took people's celebrity status and authority and visibility and converted that into donations, and then whoever the winner is of said donations gets to go somewhere special or spend time with a favorite celebrity of theirs, or even they now have cars and stuff that they're doing too. So that's pretty crazy. A few years ago though, Omaze very quietly was on the hunt for an apparel producer. Now, they had already had a group that was doing it, but they had some production challenges, and without disclosing all the things that we had to talk to them about, I just wanted to tell you that there was a point in time where it came down to two. Yes, just two. Us, 9010 Brand, and another group. And we thought that we had it. And it was so cool to be working on figuring this out with them, because the things that they were having difficulty with on the back end were things that we had dialed in and direct access to. And in the world of apparel branding, there's a lot of third-party access to things where you have to know somebody to get this thing. And we were like, no, that's us. We are those people, and we have that thing. And so we were positioned in a really cool and unique spot to be able to support and fix the problem they had. But even more importantly, the cool thing was that because they're a giving focused organization, and they're focused on helping to raise awareness and raise funds for things that they care about and they want the general population to care about, we're like, shoot, that's at our core. That's at our core of doing things that are for good, doing things that are to help other people, give a hand up. And man, everyone on the team was so excited. Even the interns we had on the team, they're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And we're like, okay, they sent us all these samples. We're looking at all these things. Yeah, we make this already. We do this already. We source that shirt already. We make that label. We make those things. And you guys, I'm talking about stuff that is I'm talking about Star Wars stuff. I'm talking about apparel that's for celebrities because of their connectedness to the fundraising campaign they were doing. I'm talking about the Red Project, stuff that you guys know. And they're like, hey, yeah, we need 50,000 shirts or 100,000 shirts, or when someone buys an entry and gets a shirt, we need it to be shipped and sold, packed and shipped out to wherever. And we're like, man, we do all this. We have teams that do all this, and we do all that directly. So you don't have to rely on third parties. Dude, it was so cool. You can sense the excitement that I had about it. But the thing that was really important to me about it is that we were connected to the same type of thing that they cared about, because we cared about charity too. And we'd already been in a position where we're like, that's the kind of company we're gonna be. We're gonna be the kind of company that's gonna be not only involved in local charities and nonprofit stuff, we're gonna help promote them when we're doing apparel and we're doing media for them, but then we wanna do giving back as well. So it's our DNA and giving culture was in direct alignment with what Omaze was looking for. And as far as the production side, we had all that stuff too. Here's the one thing that put the other group on top of us, and that is they were in Texas. Yeah, all my Texas friends, you win. Fine, yeah, Texas is amazing. But the reason that Texas was important to them was because of shipping timeframes and duration and the cost of that. So with a widespread nationwide reach that they had, they were mailing stuff to all 50 states, including Hawaii and Alaska, and So in order to do that at a more like economically feasible rate, San Diego was more expensive for them to do business with than Texas. Because if we're shipping them from San Diego across the country all the way to the East Coast, it was going to be more expensive than if they were shipping everything from a more central location such as Texas and shipping things from to the East Coast from Texas and to the northern states from Texas and to the West Coast from Texas. And so we got down to the final round of who they were selecting, and it was California versus Texas, 90-10 brand versus, I don't know, whoever that company was. I don't even know who they were because they didn't disclose it to us. And yeah, it came down to really just Texas versus California. And that is what was the differentiating factor. But for an organization that large, I also understand. We're not talking about $10 a month. We're not even talking about $1,000 a month. We're talking about tens of thousands of dollars a month in difference. And that actually is a big deal. And here's why I don't care about that. That's a big deal because that's money they could be spending on donations. So when it comes down to whether winning it or losing it, did it bother me? Did it not bother me? Well, yeah, I was bummed. I was disappointed because I was like, oh my gosh, this is like a dream account. It'll be so dope to do that. But at the same time, I'm like, look, I care about giving too. And I care about causes getting as much money as they can and to spend it wisely and be diligent with it. And if Omaze is trying to do that, then I have to be behind their decision too. So even though they chose somebody else over us, they chose a place that was more central to the cause of what they're trying to do as far as how the money would work. And they saved money, which I'm hoping was put back into charity. So for that reason and that reason alone, it doesn't bother me a bit. But I wanted to share that quick story with you today about Omaze and 90-10 brand because, man, that was fun. We worked on it for just a couple of weeks to like ramp up, solve problems, ask questions, have calls, submit proposals, submit solutions, submit a couple new ideas to them that maybe they should like consider. And man, it was fun. I really enjoyed that. So if you're out and about on the internet and you see Omaze.com or you see any of these campaigns, back in end of 2016, beginning of 2017, we were right there behind the scenes in the hunt, working on getting that contract here in San Diego. But to no avail, it's all good, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. For those of you who are new to this channel, we're doing something that is kind of similar, but we're gonna monetize attention span. So every video in this series that's hashtag YouTube for charity means that any ad revenue connected to this video will automatically be going back to charities that help serve basic human needs. Things such as water, food, clothing, shelter, that kind of thing. And so if you're watching this video, first of all, there's two things you can do. You can hit the subscribe button and turn on the alerts so that anytime we put a new video out, you can watch it. And then you can also tell somebody else. In order to become monetized, of course, the new rules are that you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 public hours viewed. And if you're watching this in the early years of this video, then you're seeing it prior to meeting that milestone. And if you're watching this video now, way after the fact, and we've really far surpassed that, hey, thanks for joining. It's still important that you subscribe and you invite a friend because what we're really trying to do is take your entertainment value viewing hours on YouTube and also do good with it. So every time you watch something on the YouTube for charity hashtag and on this channel, just understand that attention span and you hopefully learning something here, being inspired, be given hope, encouragement, or even just entertainment, that's turning into dollars donated. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again next time.